Leo wasn't careless, he just couldn't focus. His mind jumped from one thought to another like a monkey in a thunderstorm. Even in quiet moments, he was exhausted, not from doing too much, but from thinking too much. He wasn't dumb. In fact, he could feel the potential inside him, like a sleeping lion. But no matter how hard he tried, his thoughts controlled him. They pulled him in every direction, from anxiety to overthinking to imaginary arguments with people who weren't even there. Everyone said, "Just concentrate," but no one told him how. Until one afternoon, after another failed study session, he kicked a rock in frustration, and it hit something hidden beneath a tree, a small metal box. Leo always felt like a passenger in his own mind. His thoughts ran wild. What ifs, memories, fears, like a train with no brakes. He could be doing something as simple as brushing his teeth and suddenly feel like he was drowning in self-doubt. People thought he was calm, quiet, but inside it was chaos. One afternoon, while wandering the city with his headphones on, trying to drown the noise inside, he found himself in front of a tiny, cracked building tucked between two towers. The sign above the door read, "The Mindsmith." Curious, Leo stepped inside. The air smelled like ink and old wood. Tools hung from every wall, chisels, brushes, wires, lenses. At the center of the room stood a man with silver-streaked hair and thick glasses, working on what looked like a mechanical brain. "You hear too much," the man said, not looking up. Leo blinked. "Excuse me?" "The noise. In here." He tapped his temple. "You're not broken, just undisciplined." Leo frowned. "So what do I do?" The man smiled faintly. "You learn to become a mindsmith." He handed Leo a small wooden block, carved with strange patterns. "Every time your thoughts start to take over, trace this with your finger." Leo stared at it. And if this story is making you pause, if you've ever felt like a prisoner of your own head, then maybe it's time you subscribe to this channel. Not for me, for you. Because your freedom begins with understanding. And this might be your map. Leo took the block home. At first, it felt silly, tracing a wooden cube to quiet his thoughts. But one night, when his mind was spinning too fast to sleep, he grabbed it. As his finger followed the carved lines, something strange happened. His breath slowed down. Again and again, night after night, he used it. He wasn't trying to stop the thoughts. He was learning to slow his reaction to them. And for the first time, he realized he didn't have to believe everything his mind said. Weeks passed. Leo grew more aware. In class, when panic bubbled up, he'd gently press the block in his pocket. At home, when old fears returned, he'd breathe and trace. Then, one afternoon, he returned to the mindsmith shop, but it was gone, replaced by a bakery. No trace. Confused, he turned to leave, but in the window, taped to the glass, was a note. "You're ready. Now build your own mind tools." Leo sat at his desk that night, staring at a blank notebook. He wrote, "Mind tools." Then, slowly, he began to design. Breathing techniques, triggers, words that soothed, symbols that grounded. Not from books, from experience. Every time a storm came in his head, he reached into that notebook and came back steadier, sharper, quieter. He was becoming his own guide. Months later, a younger student sat beside him in the library. She looked restless, distant. Leo noticed. He tore a small page from his notebook, drew a symbol, and handed it to her. "What's this?" she asked. "A map," Leo said, "for when your thoughts get too loud. We all live in our heads. Some build prisons there, others build workshops." Leo's story isn't just a metaphor, it's a possibility. So here's the question. If your mind were a place, would you be safe inside it? Or are you finally ready to become your own mindsmith?